So I'm sure you would have a lot to say about how important it is to make sure your franchisees, like you were saying, you have the
Yeah.
systems in place and you have franchisees that are successful in order to reach that next level. So, what would be one or two pieces of advice that you would give to remind franchisors how important franchisee support is and how to do that effectively?
Well, the first thing on franchisees is be very selective. Not
Mm,
everybody makes a good franchisee. They have to have the right mindset, the right skills and background. They certainly need enough financial resources to. You don't want someone putting their last dollar into your franchise because that creates a very difficult situation if things take longer or things go wrong. So number one is pick the right ones and don't be afraid to say no once in a while to a candidate that might look good but really doesn't fit your values. Trust your intuition there. Number two is franchisees need different things at different times. I like to talk about the franchisee life cycle. Franchisees go through different phases of growth when they're new and everything's fresh and they still have their money and they're eager and excited. I mean, that's one phase. Then they kind of go through this, I call it the teenager phase. It's kind of dangerous. They get risky. They start doing some crazy things like teenagers, right? And they don't tell you about it. You find out later, like, oh my God. And then as they mature and kind of scale, hopefully they get through that and go to the mature stage. And that's where most people sort of plateau, but they have different needs. And then the last one is the legacy, or I like to say rock star stage, which is kind of optional. And so to go through those phases of growth, a franchisee really needs different things from the franchisor. And so it's really not a one size fits all, especially as a brand matures and gets diverse in the markets and the age of the units and the maybe the type or the model of a business that you're in. Things are going to change over time, and you got to be prepared to support those franchisees wherever they happen to be. Then you may need to let them know that, look, I know you're here, but you're going to go there, and we're going to help you move through these phases of growth.